Okay, this might be crazy talk, but this is Windows on a PC. But this isn't the Windows that's on this PC. In fact, there is no Windows on this PC. It's running Linux Mint. And this is Windows from my other Windows computer, remoted in through Rust Desk. Basically, self-hosted cloud computing.
And it works pretty well. I can run this from my Mac, from my PC, from Linux, all very seamlessly, and I can connect to any one of them to each other and run them. Like, yeah, if you're going back and forth between Mac and PC, keyboard configuration, you're going to have some funky business going on that you're going to have to deal with. But there are some controls to help control that. Like you can swap the control and command key within Rust Desk. And this isn't really a video about Rust Desk. It's more of a thought experiment here that is cloud computing possibly a good part of the future? Like, I know we hear the sort of like the doom and gloom, you'll own nothing and be happy about it kind of thing. And I'm not necessarily suggesting that we go down that route, but is there a way where for example, somebody owns a powerful desktop. You can get a powerful desktop cheaper than you can get a powerful laptop. A powerful desktop and a really chinsky laptop, maybe your old one that's kicking around or one that you got on Marketplace with a specced out desktop, and then you just remote in. If you wanted to go on the Apple side of things, you could do a specced out Mac Mini and then the absolute base model MacBook Air from a few years ago. Or on the Windows side, find a really cheap entry-level laptop and absolutely spec out a gaming rig at home. And I don't know about for you, but for me, I'm not really going to be doing a really intense gaming session out and about on the go. For me, the most intense needs that I would have remotely is, I work remotely doing video editing from home, and sometimes I will take my work elsewhere. Like right now, I'm not using this for anything intense. Like over here, I've got a MacBook underneath this riser that I just recently got connected to this monitor here, and it kind of lives there unless I have to go on a trip. It's a nice small MacBook, 14-inch screen, but very powerful. It's a MacBook Pro, so that's perfect for editing on the go. Back here, I have a Windows gaming laptop from MSI that I got before that one, which is a bit bulky on the go. It's 15.6 inches and it's a gaming laptop. It's a chunker. It's honestly considered a thin and light as far as gaming laptops go, but as far as compared to the MacBook Pro, chonkaroni. But I can remote into either one of those from the computer I just showed you a minute ago, which is bigger than this little MacBook Pro, but lighter than this guy. I'm not necessarily suggesting that that's what I would do all the time. Realistically, I would take my MacBook Pro because it is the smallest, lightest one, and on its own, it can still do a lot. Like I say, obviously for my use cases, if I was on the go and I had to do some work on the go, I would need it to be powerful enough for, say, video editing. If I'm going on a trip, I'm not gonna spend time doing heavy gaming. That may not apply to you. I would do video editing. Something like a MacBook Air, you could absolutely get away with for basic video editing. Sure, if you're doing a feature film or something crazy like that, yeah, but for videos like I'm doing right now, or the kind of stuff that I do with my day job, it's not going to be that complex and it'd probably be fine. And if I needed anything more powerful, just remote in. If I'm on the plane or I'm at the airport and there's weak Wi-Fi and I need to do some quick editing where I can't rely on that internet, something like that would still be more than powerful enough, like a MacBook Air. And then if I need something more powerful, I just remote in when I have the Wi-Fi access. And it's kind of making me thinking maybe cloud computing gets a bad rap. Maybe more of us should consider cloud computing, especially right now with storage and RAM being so expensive and that kind of thing. I don't necessarily think I want to go down the slippery slope of okay, hey, now none of us are actually going to own useful computers and we're all reliant on renting our computer from somebody else. That may be an option for somebody, but self-hosted cloud computing, something like using Rust Desk where you can remote in and actually use your computer from away from home. Maybe you just kind of want to set up where you can have a beast mode gaming rig PC that you could be, or maybe you're using it for something like CAD design, 3D design, 3D animation, creative content like video editing and that kind of thing. And then you have like an old netbook or Chromebook lying around. I don't actually know if ResDesk works on Chromebook, but I'm just trying to think of like a modern equivalent of a cheapy laptop that you could just kick back on the couch, log into, and play your games more conveniently, or even down at the coffee shop as long as they have strong enough Wi-Fi. This could be a thing to recycle that old laptop you've got sitting around in this RAM shortage. Maybe we don't actually need multiple really good computers. Maybe we just need one really good computer and a really good remote desktop software. And so far, ResDesk is that. This is not a sponsored video. It's a free software. I've been enjoying it. Maybe you will too. Anyways, this is really not a review of that. This is just my philosophical thoughts on cloud computing, reusing old hardware, and maybe another way of configuring your device setup. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. Subscribe for more tech ponderings and philosophizing, as well as tutorials and tips. See you later, humans, and probably a couple bots. Bye.